All right, well, hello everybody. Welcome to this webinar for BitClub Network. Today I am going to go over the comp plan enhancements that are starting February 1st. This will be recorded, so if you're listening to this after February 1st, any mention of the previous comp plan, of course, will not apply. So there's only about 1 week, less than a week left, and then the new will come into play. So let's just jump right in and get started. This webinar shouldn't be too long, should be able to cover everything pretty quickly. So mining pools stay the same. Pool 1, 500, Pool 2, 1,000, Pool 3, 2,000. So for those of you listening, so with the pools, BitClub Network is mining Bitcoin. And if you ever want to see how much Bitcoin we're mining, you can always go to bitclubpool.com, and on here you can actually see all the blocks that we've been hitting. You can even see our hash rate, how much hashing power we have running right now. And I believe right now we're the 6th largest Bitcoin mine in the world. And of course we're always adding more new power, but you can always track this. So we run on a 10-day average basically. So every 10 days, it's always adjusting a little bit based on the blocks that we're hitting. So if you have one share of the 500 pool, you're basically getting, one share of the entire pool of the Bitcoin that's been mined. If you have a share of pool 2, you're getting twice as much as pool 1. And one share of pool 3, you're getting twice as much as pool 2, 4 times as much as pool 1. And the biggest difference in these pools is the amount that you can withdraw. So to make it fair, everybody has to make repurchases to help buy the newest, most energy efficient equipment. And the reason for that is anybody that's brand new that's joining, your money is going to be buying the most energy efficient, the best equipment on the market. Somebody that joined 9, 10, 11, 12 months ago, their money bought equipment that is nowhere near as good as the newer equipment. So it wouldn't be fair to a new person where they have one share and the person who joined 9, 10, 11, 12 months ago, they also have one share. It's just not fair. So everybody has to chip in and help always buy the newest, best equipment. So with pool 1, you can pull out 50% of all the Bitcoin that's mined. The other 50% goes back in as repurchases, but you are getting partial shares for that. So you're going to have more than one share. And then pool 2, 60% you can pull out, 40% has to go back in. Pool 3, 70% you can pull out, 30% has to go back in. Now, if you want your shares to grow faster so that you're making more on a daily basis from the mining, we have to buy more equipment, of course. So if you want to help buy more equipment faster so you get more shares in the pool, you can go in to your back office underneath of the mining pool shares section, and you can actually set what you want it to be at. So in here, you can see the repurchase rate. You can set anywhere from 50% to 100% on pool 1, 40 down to 100, and then 30 down to 100. And of course, you have repurchases, so eventually you get more than one share in each pool. So for me, I've been in for a lot longer. I'm over 2 shares in all of the pools, and they just keep gaining and gaining and gaining and gaining as time goes on. So each mining contract is for 600 days. When you make a repurchase, that's also going to have its own set of 600 days. So as time goes on, you're going to get more and more and more shares. Eventually, when you hit 600 days, which is almost 2 years, the one will drop off, but you're still going to have a lot more shares. So you are going to keep getting paid for years and years and years. That's the beautiful thing about this with continuing to help buy the newest, best equipment. Okay, so that covers the mining. So now when you share BitClub Network with other people, we want to reward you for spreading the word about Bitcoin and BitClub Network. So the breakdown for all the money that comes in, 40% goes to buying equipment. Another 40% goes into the compensation plan. Company runs on 20%. So if you really look at it, there's really an 80% payout. I don't know of any other company in all of direct sales, network marketing, multi-level marketing, whatever you want to call it, that has an 80% payout. And so you could say, well, the payout's only 40%. Not really, because the equipment that's mining Bitcoin, that is paying everybody on a daily basis. That is a payout. And so most companies would call it cost of their product, but most network marketing companies have anywhere from a 5% to maybe a 10% product cost of what they're selling it for. So with us, we don't have that luxury. 40% to equipment, 40% to payout. That's a true 80%. Okay, so the first part that we'll talk about is the binary part of the compensation plan. So the way the binary works is pretty simple. You have your structure, your tree, and as you're bringing people in, you have to put one person on your left, one person on your right. If you bring in more than one person, and let me get my little pen out here real quick. So if you bring in more than one person, so let's say this is your first person you brought in, this is your second person you brought in. If you bring in a third person, you have to put them down below. Now the beautiful thing is that whoever is above you, when they're signing up people, they could be putting people below you as well. Has nothing to do with you recruiting somebody. That's actually called spillover. Now, I always tell people, don't expect spillover. Create spillover. Me personally, I've been full-time in network marketing for 20 years. I never get spillover. The reason I never get spillover is because spillover always goes to the weakest leg. And I am nobody's weakest leg. I am the strong leg. So keep that attitude. I'm not a weak leg. I'm a strong leg. Create spillover. Don't expect spillover. So if you create spillover for people, they're going to be really, really happy and probably even more motivated. So always be creating spillover, putting people down below. So every single sale in your tree counts through infinity. So you tell a few, who 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 tell a few, everything counts. So a $500 credit, or a $500 pool purchase, I should say, for pool 1 will count as 3 credits in the binary. The 1,000 will count as 6. The 2,000 will count as 12 credits. So, and let me kind of erase this real quick, 1 second. So whenever you have 15 credits on your left, 15 credits on your left and 15 credits on your right, let's call them, it says credits here, but I like calling them points. Points, credits, same thing. So whenever you have 15 left, 15 right, which is a total, if you do the math on it, of 2,500 in volume, you're going to make $200. So that's pretty huge. So whatever your small side is, you're basically making 8%. If you want to break it down, it's really 4% left, 4% right. So you're making $200 on $5,000 in volume. Remember, every sale through infinity counts. Spillover counts. You bring in people, it counts. They bring in people, it counts. Your spillover, if they sign up somebody, it counts. Doesn't matter what country, who signs them up. If they fall below you, it counts. And you can see all the tracking in this in your tree. So Anybody who signs up and gets started, you can cycle 4 times per day. So that's $800 a day worth of Bitcoin you could be earning. Times 30 days a month, it's a lot of money. What's that? 32, is that, let me see, 8 times 3 is 24. So $24,000 a month just for signing up. One left, one right. They tell a few, they tell a few. You can be making that much money, 800 bucks on a daily basis. When you work your way up to builder, now you're up to 5 cycles per day. That's $1,000. That's $1,000 a day. Pro Builder, 6 cycles a day. Master Builder, 8 cycles a day. And Monster Builder, 10 cycles per day. So we're talking $2,000 a day, $60,000 a month just from cycling. Okay, so one second here. Let me erase this. We're going to go through a couple more things. Now, every time that someone cycles, there's matching bonuses that are paid out. So someone cycles for 200, their sponsor is going to make 10, their sponsor is going to make 10, and it's going to continue up the line for, oh, give me one second, got stuff popping up here, people trying to call me. It's going to continue up the line 8 generations. So everybody, when you get started, you qualify for 2 generations right from the start. When you make builder, now you qualify for 4 generations. When you qualify for pro builder, now 6 generations. Master builder, 8 generations. Now, most companies, when there's qualifiers to get deeper matches, if somebody doesn't qualify, that becomes breakage to the company and the company keeps it. With BitClub Network, there is no breakage. So what happens is if someone, let's say, is brand new, but they get somebody that cycles on their 3rd generation of sponsorship, they won't get it, but it will roll to the builder above them. So if you're a master builder and you don't have any master builders in your downline, you'll be getting every single 7th and 8th level match through infinity of your organization rolling up to you, and there's no maximum on this. So this is a big part of the comp plan. There will be people that could, as a monster builder, have this capped out at $60,000 a month, but from the matches be making an extra $100,000 a month. That could really, really happen. So that's the cycles and the matches. And let me look real quick. Any questions about the cycles on the binary or the matches? Any questions from anybody? If not, we'll go to the next part. Okay, don't see any questions. They pop up, we'll go back. Okay, so what does it take to be a builder, pro builder, master builder, and monster builder? So everybody starts out as a miner. That's just somebody that has at least 1 share of a pool and came up for the 99 membership. So a builder is someone who has sponsored at least 5 people that bought a share in a pool and help those people to each sponsor 2. So 5 that you sponsored and help them to each sponsor 2. In BitClub Network right now, there's about 300 people that are builders. Once you make builder, you're a builder for life. Pro builder, you need a builder in 3 separate legs. Now, you do not need to personally sponsor this builder, these builders, but they have to be in 3 separate legs of people that you have enrolled. Also, you need to have a total of 50,000 in accumulated group volume. And then on a monthly basis, you need to continue to have 10,000 a month in basically new sales that are coming in to stay qualified as a pro builder. Master builder is a pro builder in 2 separate legs. Again, they don't have to be personally sponsored. They just have to be in 2 separate legs, plus $250,000 in accumulated volume. And then on a monthly basis, 50,000 a month in new volume coming in keeps you at Master Builder. Oh, real quick, Pro Builders, I believe there's 53 Pro Builders in BitClub Network, and Master Builders, there's 25 in BitClub Network. Now, on top of that, we have Monster Builder. Now, this is a new position that just came out because we have Master Builders that, you know, have a lot of Master Builders below them, and they're like, we need another, you know, target to shoot for above Master Builders. Okay, so we have Monster Builder now. So a Monster Builder is someone that has a Master Builder in 3 separate legs. It's not easy to do this, and they also need to have accumulated 2 million in group volume and be doing 500,000 a month in monthly sales in their organization to be a Monster Builder. Right now, I believe there are 4 people that will be qualified as Monster Builder on February 1st when it begins. There's no way to see that at the moment, but that will come up on February 1st. So these are some targets to shoot for, and I know a lot of people see 2 million in volume like, oh my gosh, that's so hard to do. Actually, we're going to have a lot of people hitting Monster Builder. If you go out there and just spread the word about Bitcoin, help people set up a Bitcoin wallet, show them how Bitcoin works, the benefits of Bitcoin, and that it takes mining to run Bitcoin. And so far, there have been over $6 billion worth of Bitcoin created. It's just up for grabs. Anybody can get it. And if we don't get it, it just goes to somebody else, like the other has gone to somebody else. So once people understand that, it's really easy to start building, help them learn more and more about Bitcoin. They start spreading the word. This thing is just, it just starts spreading. I mean, we've spread this to over 80 countries now with BitClub Network. Okay, we still have more money for you. We're not done with the comp plan yet. Sorry, I got off topic. Okay, we also have kind of enrollment bonuses. We call this a level up bonus. So the first 2 people that you sponsor, you're going to make 5% of whatever they purchase. So if they come in and they buy 1 share of Pool 2 for $1,000, you're going to make 5%, so $50. And I want to be clear, this is not US dollars. As we know, it's all Bitcoin in, all Bitcoin out. So you're actually getting 5% of whatever the Bitcoin amount that they paid on the invoice. So if the price of Bitcoin, like right now, is at about $390 and you earned 50 bucks, and all of a sudden the price of Bitcoin went up 10%, you now actually have $55 because you're getting the amount of Bitcoin. Bitcoin can go way, way, way up. A couple months ago, Bitcoin was at like $230, and then the price shot up to almost $500, then came back, settled at about $460. If you had made 50,000 in commissions in Bitcoin when it was $230 and the price went up to $460, you literally are now sitting on $100,000 in commissions. That's what makes this so big. Okay, so first 2 people, 5%. Your next 3 that you introduce, your 3rd, 4th, and 5th that you introduce, you're going to make 6%. And then your 6th, 7th, and 8th, you're going to make 7% of whatever they purchase. Then from your 9th person on, you're going to make 8% of whatever all of those people purchase. Doesn't matter. You can sponsor 50 or 100 or 200 people, as many as you want, 8% on whatever they purchase. Now, one thing about this is that you're picking up the difference on all of these people. So let me explain that. So let's say that you sponsor somebody and it's your 9th person that you sponsored. So number 9, you're making 8% on that guy or lady. We have a lot of great women involved in BitClub Network. So 8%. So when this person sponsors a brand new person in the BitClub network, they're going to make 5%. That additional 3% rolls up to you. And if this person sponsors 2 people, same thing again. They're making 5%. The additional rolls up to you. And that's on everybody's first two through infinity. All the additional rolls up to you. Of course, if somebody, they're your 9th person and they sponsor somebody on their team 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So they sponsor somebody on their team 3, they're making 6%. And I'm sorry, 7%, 7%, sorry. So 7%, so the additional 1% would roll up to you. And then from their team 4 on, you're not losing, there's still money there. Let me erase that real quick. All right, so also when you get somebody on your team 4, now they've sponsored 9 people. Now they're on their team 4. From their 9th person forward, they're making that 8%. Don't worry, you'll still make 1% of all the people they sponsor. Doesn't matter if they sponsor 100 people. And you'll make 1% on all of their first 8 through infinity. If any of those people get to their team 4, and they end up sponsoring 20, 50, 100 people, still make a half of 1%. Any of those people get to their team 4, and they sponsor 20, 50, 100 people, still making a half a percent. And you're still making that 0.5% on all of those people's first 8 through infinity. So it's just another added bonus on top of the binary. Remember, all of these sales that are coming in that you're getting these bonuses on, they're all going into the binary, which is paying huge money on all these sales through infinity. Okay, so after somebody's in and they're getting payouts every day from the mining of Bitcoin that we're doing, and they're helping chip in and they're making a repurchase to help buy the newest, most energy efficient equipment, it's a partial share, it's a repurchase, but it's still a purchase. So this is residual income for you. This is where you're going to get paid over and over and over and over and over again on every single person in your downline. Unlike most other network marketing companies, where people are on auto ship, you get residuals based on the auto ship purchases. I know people, they have 20, 30,000 people in their downline in nutrition type companies, but they only have 500 people active or 1,000 people active. So you get a lot of attrition in network marketing, where with BitClub Network, there is no attrition at all. It literally just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay, so on the repurchases, it's a little bit different. There aren't any binary commissions on the repurchases, but you're going to make more money on the direct sale people. Okay, so on your the first two people that you had signed up, on the repurchases, the partial shares, you're going to make 10% on all of their repurchases over and over and over again. On your team 2, your 3rd, 4th, and 5th personally sponsored, you're going to make 12% and 2% on all of their first two through infinity. Team 3, 6, 7, 8, now you're up to 15% and 5% on all of their first two. On their next 3, you're making 3% on all of those people's first five. When we get to team 4, now on all of those people, again, if you have 50 personally sponsored or 100 personally sponsored people, on all of those people's repurchases, you're making 18%. On all of those people's first two through infinity, you're making 8% over and over and over again. and then on their next three, 6%, on their next three, 3%, and then on their generational for the team 4 of a team 4, 2%, team 4 of a team 4 of a team 4, 1%, team 4 of a team 4 of a team 4 of a team 4, 1%. And on all of these, remember, you're also getting it on all of those people's first date, first date, first date, first date through infinity. I know it's a lot of information, might seem a little confusing. Don't worry about it. When you start getting paid all of these, it's beautiful. All right, now we also have infinity bonuses on all of the repurchases and partial shares, and we're going to be adding some more infinity bonuses in here for Monster Builder as well. So on this, if you're a builder, you're going to get an extra 1% on your entire downline. If you get a builder below yourself, it's okay. That's your second generation. Still going to make 1% below that person. Get a builder below a builder, no problem. Still making 0.5%. And then a builder below a builder below a builder, then you get blocked. Same with Pro Builder. Another additional 1%. So now you're at 2% infinity override of your entire group, and a percent underneath the Pro Builder, and a 0.5% underneath the Pro Builder, underneath the Pro Builder. And then Master Builder, another 1%. So now you get up to 3% infinity override on your entire group for all of their repurchases. And you'll have people making repurchases literally every day. So you're getting these every single day after you've brought people into BitClub Network. And again, we're going to be adding some for Monster Builder as well. So there's a lot of money that can be made here. I just want to show you guys kind of what this looks like in practice. So I'm going to go over here to my wallet, and this is one of my positions. Hang on one second, it's loading. It's a little slow. All right, so this is one of my positions. And again, this is just what I haven't withdrawn. You can withdraw all your Bitcoin every single day. This is daily. All you got to do is click on request commissions. But you can also use your commissions back here and do the pay it forward, have somebody give you cash, and then you use your Bitcoin to put them in the system from your back office if you want to. But again, that's you selling Bitcoin. I try not to sell Bitcoin as much as possible. I know a lot of people also look at this and go, whoa, 375,000. Forget the 375,000. If you understand Bitcoin, you'll probably believe like I do that Bitcoin will be $10,000 for one Bitcoin in the next 3 years. If that happens, this is not 375,000. This is 9,683,000. So you work hard in BitClub Network for the next year, and all of a sudden the price starts skyrocketing with Bitcoin. You can go from making a great income to getting rich, literally. Okay, so on each page here, there's 25 payment commission records. But what I want to show you is what's so important with the residuals. So in my organization, there's probably about 7,000 people, not that many people. But if you look at this, I have 18,007 pages of commission records. 18,007, and there's 25 per page. 25 times 18,000 is 450,000 commission records here in my back office on about 7,000 people. That's what happens with all of these residuals. And I'm going to show you this real quick. So if you see this, 6 cents, 5 cents, 3 cents, 3 cents, 10 cents, 5 cents, 31 cents, 10, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 3, 3, 11. These are just the 1%. These are just the 1% on the repurchases. Imagine if you're getting 18% on repurchases. So right here, we're talking about 11 cents times 18, that'd be $1.80. So if these people fell on my 18% level, it'd be $1.80, $1.80, $1.80, $1.80, $1.80, $1.80. This can get ridiculous really, really fast. So we're not doing anything special. It's just the numbers and getting paid over and over and over again is what's so special here. So any questions about the compensation plan just in general? So I think we've kind of covered everything on here with the compensation plan. And again, this starts February 1st. So if you're watching this after February 1st, this is the way the comp plan is. And one thing I want to be clear. Okay, so I know a lot of people have been asking about Club Coin. So starting February 1st, for every $5, boom, there's a dollar sign. For every $5 that somebody spends, oh, it just disappeared. Why did that disappear? For every $5 that somebody spends in BitClub Network, they're going to get 1 Club Coin. Now I'm going to do another webinar where we talk more about Club Coin and all the great things about it, but we don't sell Club Coin. We only give it away. So somebody comes in for the 99 plus the 500, they're going to get 120 Club Coin. And then of course the 1,000, they're going to get 220 Club Coin, and the 3,000, they'll get 420 Club Coin. A founder, somebody that comes in for the whole package where they get 1 of every share, that's what's called a founder. So you're going to have the basically 720 Club Coin as a founder, so 720, and you're going to get an extra bonus of 1,500 extra Club Coins. So you'll end up having 2,220 Club Coins. So that's February 1st. March 1st, it's going to change. March 1st is going to be $6 gets 1 Club Coin. And the founder bonus will be a little bit less. Don't know exactly, probably about 1,300. April 1st, it's going to be $7 for 1 Club Coin, and the founder bonus will be a little less. May 1st, $8 for 1 Club Coin. So this year, this is going to be ramped down because we're basically giving all of the Club Coin away to all of our members, and so it has to be ramped down. There's not an unlimited supply of Club Coin. This is a set amount. So we're giving it all away this year, and this is the way we ramp it down to make sure that we can get a whole year's worth of people getting their hands on Club Coin, and we'll have the whole schedule of exactly how it's going to be on the site after February 1st. So everybody knows that every month it's going down, it's going down, it's going down. So don't wait. I don't even want to say what it's at right now, because people that join after February 1st will be like, oh, I wish I would have gotten in January. It's okay. Just know if you wait after February, it's going to be less in March. And if you wait in March, it's going to be less in April. Wait in April, it's going to be less in May. And then, of course, if you want to buy more Club Coin or you want to sell your Club Coin, you can. All you have to do is go to bitrix.com, and I'll actually pull that up here 1 second. 1 second. I'll pull up Bitrix so you can see that. I guess I should have done that ahead of time. All right, so here on Bitrix, all you need to do is register for an account. It's really easy. Once you're registered, there are wallets for all of these different cryptocurrencies, and there'll be a plus sign and a minus sign. So if you want to add Club Coin to your wallet, just click on the plus sign. It will give you a wallet address. You can either set that up in your back office and have it sent directly here from BitClub Network, or you can download the wallet from clubcoin.co, have it go to your wallet, then send it here. Totally up to you if you want to sell your club coin. If you want to buy more club coin, again, you set up your account here. In the wallets, you'll see for Bitcoin, and so you just click on the plus sign, put Bitcoin in your account, then you go to the club coin page and just put in a buy order. So if you want to sell it, you want to buy it, totally up to you. Right now it's hanging at about 19 cents. Let's take a look here. So right now it's at, there are people saying they want to buy for 18 cents and people saying they want to sell for 19.4 cents. And here's all the sell orders, people wanting to sell. And again, you can sell if you want to. And then here's all the people wanting to buy club coin. So that's up and running right now. You can see over the last, it's only been up and running now for about a month-ish, maybe less than a month. So it was hanging down here at about 0.0004 Bitcoin. And we had a big spike all the way up to 0.008 Bitcoin, and now it's hanging in the 0.005 range-ish, right in there. So yeah, totally up to you. We have a lot of things to create a lot of demand for club coin over the next year, but again, I'll do a separate webinar for that. Okay, so any questions on the compensation plan from anyone? I think I was pretty detailed about it. I know it's a lot of information. It's going to be a whole lot easier to really catch on to the compensation plan as you're bringing people in and you get paid your commissions and you see how everything flows. That's when you'll really grasp it. But the basics are focus on Bitcoin and Bitcoin mining. Your downline will grow because of that. You will make money because of that. We have a lot of people making a lot of money in BitClub Network, and our pool continues to grow and grow and grow. And the greatest thing about BitClub Network is that if no more new people join, it's okay. We're all going to keep getting paid. So if you go to BitClub Network Pool, you will see on here that today so far on the 24th hit 2 blocks. The 23rd yesterday we hit 5 blocks. The 22nd the day before that we hit 5 blocks. The 21st the day before that we hit 5 blocks. The 20th we hit 2 blocks. And you can see our power has been going up. We're going to be averaging more and more blocks. Every block of Bitcoin is 25 point something Bitcoin. Right now, the price about 400, so it's like 390-ish right now. At 400, 25 Bitcoin is $10,000 worth of Bitcoin. So if we're hitting 5 blocks a day on average, that's $50,000 a day worth of Bitcoin being split by BitClub Network members. Do that times 365. It's huge. So that's what's really special here. We have true passive income and true passive residual income if you build a downline. So, all right, any questions? Surprised we don't have any questions. I guess I did a good job explaining everything. So, all right, everybody. Oh, by the way, a couple things real quick. Make sure you have your wallet set up. Under your profile, you can just go in, put your wallet address for where you want to get paid. That's where you put your wallet address for your Bitcoin. And this is where you put your wallet address for your club coin. Everything is paid daily, every single day. There's no credit card, so we don't have to worry to see if there's chargebacks or anything like that. So everything's daily here. There's no waiting for money. And if you do a withdrawal for more than 1 Bitcoin, those are actually done and processed 2 or 3 times a day, 7 days a week. If you do a withdrawal for less than 1 Bitcoin, those are paid within 24 hours, Monday through Friday. generally on the weekends, they're not done, but they're all caught up on Monday. But again, if you withdraw 1 Bitcoin or 1.5 or 7 or 15 or 40 Bitcoin, whatever you withdraw, more than one, those are actually done multiple times a day, 7 days a week. So, all right. Stefan, is binary fixed left to right, or are you free to place wherever you want? Good question, Stefan. Glad you asked. Okay, so in the binary, and some of you guys might freak out here for a second. All right, so in the binary, you will see open position right, open position left. You can go in and pick who you want to go where, and then just click add member. So you can do that right now. Everything goes in the holding tank. So yeah, it's totally up to you. It doesn't just go wherever. It's not a matrix. You get to pick where people go. And make sure whenever you sign somebody up, you go and place them, because you don't get credit in the binary until you place them. Also, if you sign somebody up and you have not placed them, they cannot place any people, because if they're not in the binary yet, they can't place their people in the binary. Now, there are some people that hold people in a holding tank for a week or even 2 weeks, build, and then go in and start placing people. Totally up to you how you want to do it, but everything goes in the holding tank and waits for you to actually place it. Now, if you haven't placed something in 3 or 4 weeks and somebody in your downline contacts support and says, hey, I can't place anything in the binary because I haven't been placed yet, I've been in for 3 or 4 weeks, this isn't fair, then we will get in touch with the sponsor, ask the sponsor, please place this person, or we're going to do it for you. And then BitClub Network, if they don't place that person, we can't let somebody just be stuck forever. We will try to strategically do it the best for the sponsor, but we can't stop people from getting paid. So do make sure that you do place people, and just be in contact with the people that you bring in and let them know, I haven't placed you yet, but I'm going to. And I mean, if somebody complains like, come on, man, put me in, I got people I need to place, don't hold them back, get them in there so they can start putting their people in. So, all right, well, I guess the comments here are awesome, perfect, and cool. I love it. So, all right, everybody. So any other questions? Going once, going twice. No more? All right, everybody. Well, hey, thank you so much for being on. And this will be recorded and put up. For all of you that are listening for the first time, welcome to BitClub Network. We're glad you're here. We're doing some big things. Check out the other webinars that I've done as well. And we'll see you guys really soon. Have a good one.